Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mystic Bonita Tarot. And see if I can stop that from swinging for y'all. We're gonna get a general message here. All right, so we're gonna do general message for the collective. Excuse my desk. This is also my work desk. It is my craft desk. It's an everything desk. So it is what it is. All right, this is significant. I've been shuffling these cards, and every time I break the card to shuffle again, this card keeps coming out. So let's keep that in mind with the Five of Swords, with a decision that needs to be made, and you're making the decision, but not all the way there. But let's keep that in mind, because every time I've done that like 4 times now, and every time I break it, and I happen to look at it, that card is showing. I don't know what that's about. Oh, see, and now look, now that's showing. So a lot of thoughts are going on right now. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the collective, please? All right. Okay. 6 of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. Now, Swords cards kept coming out anyway, so we see that that's going to be a thing. All right. And the 8 of Cups, leaving something behind. All right. So right away we can tell that there is some emotional things going on that needs to be addressed, especially when we're talking about this Knight of Swords. But let's go into this let's look at this Knight of Swords. All right, so this is about a decision. Okay, with this in the reverse, there is a decision that needs to be made. That so it's a decision that needs to be made that hasn't been made, right? And taking a long time to make that decision, really thinking over it, really like being stuck, maybe even being stuck in the past when you come to this decision, right? Like you've been faced with a similar choice, and thinking about how it went before, and now that this choice has presented itself, or this certain type of circumstance has presented itself again, you're thinking about how it went in the past, right? And and that's not the really the case. You need to let it go, and deal with it, right? And so it's not of Source is saying, be assertive in this. Hold on a second, my battery's gonna be dying, so this is gonna be quick. Um, it's saying be assertive in this decision. You need to make this decision, streamline it. Um, your first thought is probably the right thought, because you're the indecision is coming from the past, and you need to let that go to move forward. He's moving forward. And this 8 of Cups, as we know, this 8 of Cups means to let go, right? Because it's in the upright. Um, it is and it could be abandonment, disappointment, and all this other stuff, because we know this card means so many things. But in this sense, it really means it's letting it go, moving forward, letting that stuff that is keeping you behind once you make this decision and move forward. It's a thing of just letting go of what no longer serves you, walking away from that stuck energy. Ha! Because this is about being stuck in the past. Let go of the past. Be assertive in letting go of the past. So, what else do you have for us? I'm gonna probably end up getting a couple of oracles. I'm not gonna take all of those. What's on the bottom? Eight of Pentacles. I think that I flipped this over. I don't know. I'm not gonna take those either because I don't know how they flipped over. And I really want an oracle. Definitely a thing of letting go of the past, being stuck in the past and having to let that go. I'm feeling that quite heavily. Of being stuck, there's a decision, and you need to let that go. Fear is it's in there for survival, right? And we like to be, but when it comes to comfort zones, it can make you stagnant. It can keep you from moving forward because even if a situation is bad, you know this bad situation, right? What if I move forward and it's worse than what I just came from? But it could be better. How would you know if you don't try it, right? I get some confirmation or clarity on these cards, please. This is my own deck that I'm working on. It will be for sale eventually. I'm still working on it. All right, so fell out the snitch, which is, I'm working on it so that I can make these bigger. I wasn't sure how they were going to come out printed, but I'm definitely going to work on making it bigger. So yeah, memory, message, flights, information. We have the basculars here. And we have I forget her name, but Vernon's, if you watched Harry Potter, these are Harry Potter inspired oracle cards. His sister. So what I'm getting from the cards that came out is that look how they came out, right? So there's use the information that if you need to make this decision and you thinking about the past, make a list, compare the information of what you need to convince yourself of making this decision and which way to go, but don't lean on what happened in the past. Look at this particular circumstance as it presents itself in the now, okay? Because this is a chance with this Knight of Swords with this Basculus card, so we know that it's also a time where you can heal, you can transform yourself into this new circumstance that you're bringing, a situation that you're thinking about doing, right? Because snakes shed skin, they shed their old self, their old skin, and bring in a new, fresh layer, right? And they shed that old and they bring in that new. They move forward, and with this card here, this is also a gluttony card. And when I saw the card, I heard punishment, glutton for punishment. And it's saying, and with this clear, top of this Eight of Cups, let that go. Stop expecting bad to happen every time. And because what you're thinking about is what's gonna was is gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You making it happen because that's what you're thinking about, right? Acceptance, sorrow, grief, yeah. And then one more card. Because this is a thing of letting go. So whatever was bothering you before, it caused a lot of pain for you. And you thought you got over it, but you really didn't. It was a false rebirth because you really didn't deal with that emotion. So now that is why it's representing this situation is representing itself again. Okay, because you didn't deal with it. You kind of pushed it aside. Yeah, remembrance, insight, subconscious. So yeah, look at you can use the past as an insight. You can use what you learned because this is that pensive, right? So you can go inside your subconscious. Why did it happen this way? Why is this presenting itself again? Because when we don't deal with things and we just think and we kind of push forward without dealing with it, it comes back because that situation must be a point of something that we really need to learn from. And so it's going to present itself. So remember when this situation first presented itself, what was the circumstances? What was the decision or indecision that you made? Now that it presents itself now, what are the circumstances? What are the decisions that you can make? Are those the same decisions that you made before? Or are you making a different decision? Or are you again pushing this away only for it to present itself again later? Better now than later. Because really, when you don't learn a lesson the first time, the second time becomes more difficult. The third time becomes more difficult. If this is something that you're supposed to learn from, each time you don't decide to do it, it can get worse because it's trying to force you to make this decision to elevate yourself, elevate your soul, elevate your experience, right? And so, um, that is what I'm getting from this. I'm gonna get one more card. Sorry for having to walk away, but like I said, this is a work desk as well, and so my cards are not on this desk. I have to go to my card where I keep my cards. Okay, so we're gonna get a not gonna. I'm gonna put that to the side. All right. And this is the Making Magic Oracle deck. Time to shine. Create the energetic resonance for a golden opportunities. for golden for a decision. Okay? So whatever decision that is presented to yourself right now, this is the time to make that decision. Okay? That is why it's coming back up. This is something that you need to focus on. This is a turning point decision. This is something that if you don't deal with now, it will re-present itself again later. Okay. And that one that fell out when I first put out the cards, I kept because it came out. And it's the sun, and we know the sun is success. So it's saying just go ahead and make those decisions. Let me read it all the way though. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So this decision may also deal with having to do with money or dealing with your career, acknowledgement, things of that nature. Okay, but what I am seeing is, to sum this all up, is this is a repeat of a circumstance situation you've had before that is presenting itself again, even if it's in a different way and you do not recognize it. This is something you have dealt with before, and Spirit is calling on you to make this decision. And in making this decision, you must let go of what held you back before. What is that fear that is holding you from making this decision? Okay, because you can't move forward focusing on the past. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. If that resonated with anyone, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye.